So most people think of this saying, we're going to need universal basic income
Mm.
because if the AI changes our job, so you'd have to tax the robots and pay people. Fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I actually think there's a concept called universal basic equity,
Mm.
which is if you are a member of a community. So if you own Bitcoin, you're actually a Bitcoin community member. It's like a digital sovereign state that's everywhere and nowhere.
Mm.
It has its own system of money. There's people who work within it, etc. Now, what happens is as the network grows, the Bitcoin that you own goes up in value.
In a recent interview with Raoul Pal and Noah Horner, we explore the dynamic intersection of Bitcoin, AI, and the broader crypto market. Raoul Pal dives into the complexities of market trends, the transformative potential of AI, and the future of cryptocurrency. At the time of this interview, Bitcoin is trading around $54,000, having experienced a 3% decrease in the last 24 hours and a 16% decrease over the past week, with approximately 19 million Bitcoins in circulation. This discussion sheds light on the significant implications of these technologies. Before we dive into this enlightening discussion, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel for more financial insights, market analyses, AI, and Bitcoin. Now, let's hear more from Raoul Pal as he shares his perspectives on AI and where we go with this.
Priced on something called Metcalfe's law, which is the number of connections within the network and how much activity happens. That's true of Taylor Swift as it is of Man United, as it is of the Chihuahua lovers of the world, of any community that can create value in certain ways, whether it's via technology or knowledge or experience, just the sheer joy of culture. You know, football's a great example. There will never be big demand for robot football.
Yeah.
Because the flaws in humans is what makes the game exciting. It's not the perfection. So then, okay, so now we've got this thing, which is sport, which is generally going to be, yes, we've got esports and stuff, but generally physical sports haven't changed for thousands of years. And people like to go there and watch them because they're in person, they're sharing a commonality of interest. And then now online, as opposed to getting a fanzine or something, we can now online share our thoughts, network with each other. Okay, so let's say it's a football club like Man United. Now, if you're a passionate fan and you're not working all day because of, you're not working in a traditional role, you know, going to somebody's office, but now you can own a Manchester United token. And because of your activity, you're organizing meetups, you're organizing a new product that launches based on it, or merchandise, or whatever it is, the value of your tokens will go up, or you get rewarded tokens. So now you're a community member that gets value out of being a community leader or a community participant. That's a very powerful concept. It's a way of earning without going to a job and earning. It's like earning out of passion. As a pop star, I mean, think of Taylor Swift's economy is so big that she moved the British economy, the US economy, the Australian economy, and the Singaporean economy because of her tour. It was so big. And so what is that, the value of that community if it was tokenized? All of the rabid fans of Taylor Swift. It's a lot. It's tens of billions of dollars, maybe more, $100 billion, which she can't capture right now. The only way she can really capture value, because nobody makes money from selling music anymore, is going on tour. It's exhausting, but it's that human connection part. But if you can then extend that to be online, where you participate in that economy, etc., okay, that's a very big concept.
As we just heard Raoul Pal passionately discuss the current state and future of Bitcoin and AI, let's dive deeper into his insights on AI's societal impact. Pal draws fascinating parallels between AI's potential economic influence and recent phenomena like Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, which generated billions in economic activity. He also compares AI's transformative power to the global reach of soccer, football, highlighting how both have become universal languages transcending borders. Pal argues that AI's integration across sectors will be even more profound, reshaping industries and creating new economic paradigms. He emphasizes the importance of early adoption, suggesting that embracing AI now could give individuals and businesses superpowers in their respective fields. Now, let's hear more from Raoul Pal as he elaborates on AI's trajectory and its potential impact on the crypto market and beyond.
Look, you hear this a lot, but you need to understand that this is the largest, fastest pace of technological innovation of all time. The invention of AI is so profound that it's maybe as large or maybe even larger than the splitting of the atom, which created almost infinite energy. This creates infinite knowledge. And we've only started. It's really only 2 years old in the format that we know it. So what you've created is a world where we used to charge to have knowledge because it was scarce. A lawyer, an accountant, a doctor, whoever it is, a marketing consultant, whatever it is, you're paying for knowledge. But now knowledge is infinite, because what this really is a tool to tap into all of human knowledge that's been recorded digitally. And then not just like a search engine, which people think of it of. It's not. It kind of understands how you think. It sees how all these humans think and interact, and it looks for patterns and the ability to make sense of all of the world. And so, again, that sounds really, really big, but what it means is we're in a golden period where if you adopt this technology quickly, you will have superpowers. So if you go back 6 months, the AI world has already changed dramatically since then. Now you can create videos from writing text, right? That is the start of the end of the TV and film industry. It can analyze all data, graphics. That's kind of the end of the financial industry. It's the explosion of discovering scientific breakthroughs because it can this whole information and look for patterns. You know, don't forget, once you put AI into a robot, you get a self-driving car. So that's the end of taxis, lorry drivers. That's the end of deliveries, couriers. When you think about
no podcasts, you just might as well stop.
No podcast, because see, what you're doing now is you're doing a one-to-many experience. So people come to know as podcasts, they see you talking, and there may be several thousand people watching it. Soon, and I'm developing one shortly that should be out in a month, at least as a beta test, it's a one-to-one podcast experience. So you can talk to me directly. So as opposed to having this conversation, you could speak to my podcast. My eventually in person will also be run by, Optimus robots. So, if they want a tour of the Amazon rainforest, a robot eventually can do it, but we're probably 30 years away from it being able to do that. So yes, I think in-person experiences, events, get-togethers, that's really powerful. And AI is also powerful. There's two different tracks. The other thing is, in a world that becomes increasingly changing at an exponential rate, where we are almost run entirely by technologies around us, nature becomes more important. Nature is a premium. So something in my head suggests humans are a premium, in-person is therefore a premium, and nature, because it's not impacted by those things, are a premium. The flip side is adopt all the technology as fast as you can. Humanity will split, however. We will have the adopters and the non-adopters, because some people just don't want to. And I think the adopters end up merging with the machines, which is that kind of singularity moment where humans and machines become, how many people wear an Apple Watch or an Aura Ring or your mobile phone? These are just now becoming extensions of us.
Yes.
And with Neuralink on the brain, all of this stuff, we're going to merge with the machines and become superhumans, and there'll be a bunch of people who won't. And they will become different. And that'll be a split in society that we're yet to understand. I think the world beyond 2030 becomes really difficult to know. So I kind of think the 6 years, and really the faster you adopt the technology, the more of a superpower you will have versus your competitors. So if we're talking about careers, then do that. But in anything in life, you'll be a better cook, you'll have better relationships. All of these things will happen if you just adopt it as fast as possible and just get over the fear. It's not going to judge you. It's not going to tell anybody else. So you can be stupid with it, and it's okay. I think the biggest key takeaway is abstract all of this away.
Yeah.
What is our lives? What is our meaning? What is our purpose? Our purpose is quality of life. Everything else is downstream of that. And so the world is changing, but see it through the lens, not of money, career success. What is the quality that I want in my life? How do I want to live my life? And once you make that decision, sure, you might want to be the multi-billionaire, but most people, it's a much simpler thought process. You know, you ask them mountains or beach.
Yeah.
Well, which one do I want to live in, or is it a city?
Yeah.
How does it have to be? How do I want to feel? Aim for that, because that's an anchor. And my guess is it's closer to nature and closer to some of the other concepts than it is around career and everything else. Those things are just a way of getting there. So I think that is the thing. The faster the world is changing, the more you need to anchor on your quality of life and not your outputs or your economic activity as much, because it is so uncertain.
Yeah.
But the chances are, if you adopt this properly and early, you'll be able to achieve that faster than you ever imagined.
Yeah.
If you don't, you will definitely not achieve what you think you want. So, you know, it is a matter of retraining, but unlike any other retraining, you can do this instantly because you don't need to be an expert. It's not like I need to retrain from being a steel worker to a computer programmer.
Yeah.
But that requires a huge knowledge curve. This requires no knowledge curve. Why? Because you just ask her how to do it. Hey, listen, I have no idea how to use you. What can I use you for? You know, I work in marketing. You know, it's okay. So there is a zero gap in knowledge. So just go and do that. Do it for yourselves, and it will change your life. And maybe you'll get to your quality of life goals faster.
To watch the full, unfiltered interview with Raoul Pal, check out the link in the description. In this compelling discussion, Pal explores the convergence of AI, crypto, and global economic trends, offering a vision of a rapidly evolving digital landscape. We would love to hear your thoughts on some questions. How might AI reshape your industry in the next 5 years? And what steps can you take today to position yourself for success in an AI-driven world? Thank you for tuning in to Only the Savvy. If you enjoyed this discussion, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel to stay at the forefront of insights on crypto and macroeconomic trends.